toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida Gators. The Gators will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Commodores offense takes the field for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
Turning it on! Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Commodores just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
One of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
On his way back from the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing before tacklers. He's down at the 24. So Florida's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards, and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Makes the catch.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Gators looking to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Power football with the run. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give on the inside. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a grab deep. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. From the gun, the ground game. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Right back to it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Abrams. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. It is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Leaves it with the back. Inside the 30. There he goes! Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back there. And all of a sudden now this offense knocking on the door deep down in their opponent's territory.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Commodores line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And it'll be down right there.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Converts on 4th down, still going. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Might be looking to run. He'll pull it down. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man on the outside. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively 1st half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed stop.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Scrambling away. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Going for the marker on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Goodness gracious. That's 3 for 3 now on 4th downs. That's just, it's nuts. I don't think you're going to make a living on this. I don't think you're always going to make this happen. And defensively, just keep trying to get him to 4th down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. And the punishment has been extended. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Abrams. Fires to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And the goes down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gator! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Abrams. Under fire. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Can't get him to the ground. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man. It's Williams. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Need. Pressure coming. Puts it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Now facing a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Let's send the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Need. Dangerous screen into traffic. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Going right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Commodores send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick. Every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He might want another play. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Florida, 47, Vanderbilt, 3.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Abrams. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Blasted as he lets it go. On target to the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
1st down, Commodores.
Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Back open in the middle. And that is how we will wrap this one up. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good.